Okay, hello everybody. My name's Renee Varnador and this is Soul Portal Journey, and I'm here with some of my friends, old friends and new friends. And Terry, you get to be my oldest friend here on this call. Because Terry and I have known each other for a long time in San Diego, and oh my gosh. So I've got Deborah here, who's a new friend, and I've got Maria here. She's, believe it or not, from Sweden, so it's like the middle of the night for her. And here's Diane, and Diane's in San Diego, and Bonnie's in Canada.
Wow.
I was wondering, how come I have so many, clients and people that come to my things from Canada? And then I'm like, well, duh, my grandfather was living in Quebec for a long time before he moved to San Diego, and that'll do it. So it's amazing. You have to think about, now, why do I have so many friends that blah, blah, blah? There's a reason. It's like uncovering the reasons. So here we go. We are going to get started here. I am going to share my screen so that you can see and check and make sure that you have everything that you need for this ceremony. This is the Eclipse, so it's really intense energy. So this is a really good time to get together with your like-minded friends that like to really clear and open. We're going to be doing a meditation to discover what is being conceived within you on a soul level. So we're going to be doing that. But what do you bring? How do you bring this in? What are the ceremonial ritual pieces? The most important thing is the journal. So if you don't have a journal, get a piece of paper and a pen, because that's the most important thing. So you really, really have to have that. But the other things like the candle and the clearing tool, if you don't have it, if you don't have a rattle or a drum, no big deal, because I'm going to play some music. Have some drinking water for sure, because that's an important part of the ceremony, and that's pretty easy to get. Dark chocolate, if you don't have it or you don't even eat chocolate, even this one's 95%. But if you have something sweet that's also bitter, that'd be a really good punch for what we're doing with it. And a long scarf, if you have a long scarf, it's more fun. You get. So those are the things. I just scattered everybody. But now for people, there's a couple new people on this call. And Janice just popped in. Hi, Janice. We are going to sing in the archangels, 7 of them. We're going to go. Wait a minute. There's 7 directions. I thought there were 4. Yeah, there's north, south, east, and west. But there's also below, above, and within. So we're going to be doing that. And somebody just left me a message in the chat. Oh yeah, she's off camera, but she's excited to be here. That's Maria from Sweden. So thank you, Maria. Okay, so figure out where east is. East is over here for me. So I'm going to stand up and face east, and you might not hear me so well when I'm singing to the south. But then you just keep going around, and we'll bring in 7 archangels here to help us with this really intense, moving through this really intense energy that we've got going on at this eclipse. So here we go. Spirits of the east,
inspiration, Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of the south, creative spirit, Archangel Michael, please come. Spirits of the west, spirit, Archangel Gabriel, please come. Spirit of the north, earth and clearing spirits, Archangel Uriel, please come. Spirits of below, Mother Earth potentiality, Archangel Sandalphon, please come. Spirit of above, Father Sky, protective change, Archangel Metatron, please come. Spirits of within, in heart space.
Beautiful. Thank you. Usually it doesn't sound good when other people are singing with me, but it sounded really good today. So thank you, everybody that was singing. If you want to stay standing, we're going to clear our chakras vocally next. Now, this is, to me, I could sit there for half an hour and clear my chakras, or I could do the express version of doing that. I'm going to ask Carrie here to be my co-host so that she can mute everybody when necessary. Sometimes we have barking dogs and other things that happen that we want to go ahead and, you know, mute everybody for. But this is, we're starting with lam. We're going to vam, ram, yam, hum, om. And if you, I'm going to play the harmonium over here. It's an instrument from India that we used to work with when we were heavy into Hinduism. So we're going to start with the root chakra, and you can do little triangles if you want, if that helps you, if you know where your root chakra is and you don't worry about it. Okay, here we go. Okay, notice how you feel. If you feel any tingling that you weren't feeling like a minute ago, then it's probably your chakra saying hi. So that's a good thing. And it's just kind of like opening up the energy, opening up the flow so that you're flowing through harmoniously. And that's what we need when we've got intense energies going on in the sky like we do right now. Woohoo! So we look at the soul portal map. When I had my, like 5 years ago, everything just kind of opened up for me. And I'm like, whoa, I finally stepped out of my egoic cage that I built for myself. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to explore and experiment, but I don't know what the terrain is. I don't know what the phases of this journey are. And so this is kind of like the phases of the journey of the soul, if you're really focusing and paying attention to the soul level. So because it's a new moon, there's a lot of potentiality usually in a new moon. Because this one's an eclipse, this is really clearing energy. And there's some there's some scary names for this, like destroy. But what's being destroyed is really like a clearing away of the layers so that you can actually reveal and have more truth and clarity of the essence of you coming through. And so that's what clearing is really about. So this is a powerful clearing with this eclipse. And I'm going to explain in a minute how that eclipse happens. If anybody wants to ever have ask a question of me, they can raise their hand as we go through this. I'm going to be giving through this information kind of quick because we want to spend as much time as possible in the ceremony where we really dive into what's being conceived. So, you know, those of you who know me and have been on my channel for a long time know that I pay attention to the Palladian astrology as put forth by Pia Orleans and Colin Bard Smith. And this is their book, and it took them 10 years to figure these things out with their Palladian guides. And so we are in a 13-day period in the middle of it with remembering energy. And so we're working with the remembering evolutionary guidance. And so I'm like, okay, well, I think I will do some remembering about my Andromeda star constellation placements, star placements that relate to my planets here. And that's been powerful. So whatever it is, like some people may be remembering things that happened in the past that came up to be cleared, not to like convict you, make you feel bad or guilty, but to be cleared. So we're going to work on how to clear that stuff. So here we go. We are, so think about this. Think about this. Everything in your life that is not love. Okay, the Course in Miracles tell us that love is all there is. And I had a big experience where I'm like, yeah, everybody's looking for love, but not the kind on a Hallmark card, the real kind, like the powerful universal kind that we're all part of, that is like our essence and our energy. So everything in your life that is not love can be released in this full moon ceremony. So, whoa, okay, dare you. Yeah, okay, so let's see how far we can dare to step into the truth of who we are. So that's, now this is the more, this is more what the, wait a minute, why am I showing this one? Okay. Oh, they're all doing it. Okay, I thought I had one that didn't have this on it. Okay. This is the chart, the astrology of what's in the sky right now. And we know that this is an eclipse in Aries. So this is the glyph for Aries over here. This is the sign of Aries. And then right after that, we get Taurus. And this is, so all of the signs are here on the outer ring. And these little glyphs here are the planets. We've got the sun here and the moon here right next to it. And guess what? Look at these numbers. This is 29 degrees. This one's 29 degrees. This is 50 minutes. This is 50 minutes, all of Aries. So the zodiac signs, when this gets to 59 minutes, this sun like is going to be in Taurus. So that's it. It's going to be in the next sign. It's going to be in a whole different energy. So this is the last degree, the energetic degree of Aries. So this is a time when we can really see and look back and reflect on what have I been doing? What's going on? And how is there a sense of completion? And what did I just complete? What thing, on a soul level did I just complete? I mean, I'm looking at a lot of figuring out a whole bunch of things in galactic astrology. I wouldn't really say I've completed all of that, but I have completed the first part of it and starting to integrate. Some things are just really so deep, it takes you a while to integrate that stuff. So especially when I'm brought in the stars here. So you can see that there's some stars, these little black star-shaped things are actually stars. These other glyphs are planets. And so you can see that we've got a star here. We got a star here. And so what these are the stars in the Andromeda galaxy, the Andromeda constellation. And so for this eclipse, we can really look at any placements we have at 20, 26, 27, depending on how old we are, 28, 29, 0 degrees, up to 14 degrees. These are all Andromeda stars here that we've got. So all of these degrees of, late degrees of Aries, or very early degrees of Taurus, we can look at our charts, look at the numbers of the degrees and see if we have any Andromeda placements in our chart. Or if you don't want to work that hard, you can just call me up and say, okay, Renee, I'm booking a session, but you don't have to. You can do it yourself on a free program. So here we go. We're looking at these two. They're right on the same degree, but not yet. They're in where most of us are, or I mean, where most of us are. This is happening on the 19th. And this is happening at 9:12:25 p.m. But it's going to happen a lot earlier for Maria because she's in Sweden. And so she's like 8-9 hours ahead of us. So this is going to happen at the same time, but it'd just be a different time on the clock for Maria. So this is for what it's going to look like in Rosarita Beach and in San Diego, California. And so a lot of people on this call are from there. Bonnie, it's a little different. She's in Canada, she's in Mountain Time. But here, these stars, this is all of the planets that I usually track. Here is like the basic what's going on. Sun, moon, conjunction, square to Pluto. Woo! Pluto. So Pluto is one of the planets that is talking to this eclipse. And Pluto, as you may know, just moved signs. It just moved into Aquarius. You can see it's at 0 degrees Aquarius. And so when something is at 0 degrees of this sign and there's a 29 degrees of that sign, we call this is like a square. So Pluto is squaring this eclipse. So this is just something that people who are astrologers, especially evolutionary astrologers, just go like, oh my gosh, Pluto. And yeah, because Pluto is the planet of transformation. I like to think of the archetypal energy of Pluto as being like a volcano. So it's like all of this stuff that was underground gets to come up and come out. And what happens when that fiery lava comes out, if it hits the ocean, what happens is new land is formed as it cools down. So it might not, it doesn't, I will admit, it doesn't feel that great when Pluto is pushing all the stuff out, but it's like, purging. If you have food poisoning, you want to purge that stuff out. And it doesn't feel that good when that's happening, but it feels a lot better after it's all gone. So that's kind of what's happening on an emotional level for us. On a spiritual level, we're transforming. Pluto is this like amazing transformational machine. So I used to like be scared of this guy, but now I'm like, oh, okay, Pluto, now I understand how to work with you. I'm just going to get my journal, and I'm just going to be writing. So I've done a lot of writing in the last, since he moved into Aquarius, basically. So there's all of these stars happening. This is the challenging line. This is the line we're going to feel. This is the one we're working with. We also have this opposition between the sun and moon on the eclipse to the south node, which is good because the south node is releasing. So all of this releasing of this eclipse energy that gets stored up releases out the south node. And when you have an eclipse, like the sun and the moon every month get together and it's a new moon, right? But every 6 months, they're really, really close to the nodes of the moon. So this north node, this tells us what our purpose in this life right now is, what we came here to do, what we came here to experience, some of the stuff we brought with us to experience. So we've got a north node in Taurus, and we have the south nodes releasing out into Scorpio. And Scorpio is like this, is a water sign that's really, really powerful and deep. So releasing out into that scorpionic energy can be really, really powerful. So we've got these, and now I'm going to talk a little bit more about the stars. I put Saturn right here. Saturn's at 4 degrees of Pisces. He just moved signs within the last month, and he's now already at 4 degrees Pisces, but he's going to be in Pisces for 2.5 years. And right now he is conjunct the star Fomalhaut, and this is a really special star. In fact, the archangel that is related to this star Fomalhaut is one of the ones that we sang in when we sang in the second archangel, 7 archangels. And so there's 4 of them that I know the zodiacal degree of, and this one is one of them, and it's Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of that's a messenger. So and she's in Pisces. Look at her star in Pisces. Pisces is like this subconscious. It's like everything that's below the tip of the iceberg. It's all of this psychic stuff that comes up for us. And this is, I might have scared you a little bit talking about Pluto and being a volcano, but I want to assure you that we've got help right here in Pisces with Archangel Gabriel. So as things are coming up for you, you might even say, okay, Archangel Gabriel, what's the message? Okay, so you might, that's kind of like, maybe if I was upset about what I was experiencing, I might say it that way. But if I was going to be kinder and more devotional and thankful and in gratitude to Archangel Gabriel, I might say, Archangel Gabriel, thank you for being with me as I resolve all of these intense energies of this eclipse. Can you please reveal to me in a way that I can understand what is being revealed in this eclipse? What is the message for me here now? So that might be a little better, help us out a little bit. It's always nice when we can get archangel help when we're in the middle of these kinds of things. And so I'm going to talk now about if some of you may have some Andromeda placements in your chart. So if you looked at your chart, if you got your chart out and you looked at it, you might see that you have them. So what are these? What are these? Right, where are they? It's like, what did I do? Oh yeah, okay, they're all the way down here. So here's the Andromeda constellation. And so this is the whole constellation here, and they call it Andromeda. There's a Greek myth of the woman whose wrists are chained up like this. And then there's Perseus in that myth, Cassiopeia, Pegasus. So there's all of the surrounding stars are all part of this myth. There are different characters in this myth of Andromeda being chained. And the stars that are important in this run along, the brightest stars are the ones that we pay most attention to because it's easiest for us to connect to the bright stars. So when the sun goes around to these different stars, and the star placements, like the sun already went on April 4th to Alpheratz, and you might have a connection to Alpheratz in your chart. And so that's this big bright one. This is the brightest star in Andromeda. And that happened on April 4th. And then the next one, there's a powerful star here. I think this one's Tidwin. But the next one on this list is Mirach. Okay. And what's very interesting about this one is that it's a very close to M31, otherwise known as the Andromeda Galaxy. And that was yesterday. So if you were feeling some powerful energy and stuff yesterday, the sun was right on M31 or the Andromeda Galaxy. And so this little star is kind of known as a gateway from the Milky Way to the Andromeda Galaxy, because it's so close. It's like yesterday was the 18th, and then Mirach, the sun is going to conjunct on April 21st. So that's really, really close. Those are close connections. So you might have something in your chart that's connecting to both the Andromeda Galaxy and Mirach. And so that's that star. And then Almach, I think this one's, I'm not sure, but I think this one's Titwin, and that's going to be on April 29th. The sun's going to be next to that one. But Almach on May 5th is all the way up here. It's this one. So it's kind of, the sun just kind of, as the sun's traveling, it just kind of goes do, do, do. Actually, it's going do, 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 do. So actually, Tidwin probably is here somewhere, because otherwise that its little traveling road doesn't make sense. So I don't know what that one is. So any questions? This is what the star Mirach looks like. You know, it just looks like a picture of a star, but it's pretty bright, and you can see how much brighter it is than the other stars around it, which is why when our sun hits it, if we meditate and like we're playing like this, you know, music where you can go into alpha level and theta and delta and all of that, you can, when you're playing that kind of music and you're meditating with the star, and then you're writing things down, whatever you received, it's, you can actually connect with the stars, that you, especially if you have connections to them with the planets in your chart. So here is the sun, oh yeah, so this was the date. I didn't have the date up there. This is the sun connects the Andromeda galaxy, April 17th, 2023. And this is kind of, you can see that this isn't just a star. This is like a whole, you know, a whole galaxy, and it's a spiral galaxy like the Milky Way. So that's one way of looking at it. And the Webb telescope shows us even more amazing pictures of that, but I didn't put that up there. So does anybody have any questions before I go into talking about getting us ready to go into the ceremony and the meditation? So this would be a good time. Joni, you're unmuted. Do you have any questions? Welcome, by the way. Hello. Okay, I don't know why I can't hear her. Is she okay? Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you unmute if you want to ask a question? Hi.
Okay. Can you hear
Sorry.
me now?
Yes. thank
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I tried to get in a minute ago. I saw you with the chart explaining different things, and I thought maybe I had the wrong person because it didn't look like a ceremony to me. But then I see you were explaining things
Yeah.
so we can go into the ceremony and understand things better.
Yeah.
So now I understand, and
Okay.
kind of confusing for me, but I did it.
Okay.
And then I heard, you know, what I tried to tell, and I got this Spanish voice, and I thought I was in the wrong one too.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry you had a hard time getting in, but I hope it'll be worth it when we get to this.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you anymore because I know you have a.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you for getting here, even though it was difficult. I appreciate that.
Worth it.
Okay. So we can go ahead. There. So there we've got everybody. Now, if there's anybody that wants to raise your hand, or it's kind of hard for me to see while I'm sharing something, but Carrie will watch for you if there's anybody that needs to be talking and asking a question. Okay, so if we're good, let's go on to the ceremony. When I talk about the eye of the heart, a lot of times I see the eye of the heart that's within my heart chakra, okay, that I connect to, that is like this ancient before Christianity type of meditation that the Jesus followers used to do. It's called the eye of the heart, and Cynthia Bourgeois wrote a book on the eye of the heart. Megan Watterson takes people into the eye of the heart every month when she does her thing. So the eye of the heart is like the Vesica Pisces. It's like this circle of and the circle of spirit, and in between those two is this right here that looks kind of like an almond shape. And if you look at Our Lady of Guadalupe, you can see the golden halo all the way around her. And so just bringing in that golden halo all the way around you when we do this is going to help a lot. As we try to finding the eye of the heart within our heart chakra is kind of like finding the eye of the galaxy, or finding like the galactic center of the Milky Way, or finding the entrance into the Andromeda galaxy. So once you learn how to go into the eye of the heart, you can go anywhere. And let me see. So here we are, we're at this point. If you have a journal, that's good. If you have water, that's good. If you want to sanctify your water, that we can do that. I like to sanctify my water with water from Chalice Wells, which is the heart chakra of the world. And I just put a couple of drops of that into my water, and then boom, all of a sudden it's sanctified. If you don't have special water from special places, then if you know Reiki, you can put a Reiki symbol in your water. If you don't know that, is put a spiral in your water, like a spiral galaxy, and put that energy in the water. So to really get this ceremony started, you got your candle, and you're going to light your candle with the idea that you are lighting up the light within your heart, the light within your solar plexus, going up to your heart. This light that is within you, wherever you feel this light within you, maybe you feel it in your sacral chakra. So wherever you feel that, as you light your candle, you're feeling the light within you. That spark of the divine that is within all of us. So this is the spark of the divine within all of us. If you want to clear your aura and you have clearing spray, go ahead and use it. If you don't worry about it. Just set an intention to clear everything around you. If you have a crystal, this is a selenite wand. You can also clear. This is also an aura clearing tool, and I can feel this aura clearing tool collect. I feel it collecting. So I'm just going to shake it out over here. And now I just feel cleaner. What can I tell you? Okay. So we're ready for the ceremony. We've got our water ready to go for the last part of the ceremony. I'm going to play some music, and that we're going to move around a little bit, and you might want to move in a spiral. You might want to move in the shape of this. You might want to have your arms spread out like this constellation of Andromeda, or it's very similar to what you would have to do if you were trying to create with your body the stars in Aries, which is where this eclipse is taking place in the zodiac. So the zodiac signs to bring all of this galactic esoteric stuff back down close to the earth, because all these zodiac signs are the archetypal messengers for our daily lives. And then as we go out further into the constellations and the stars, we're dealing more with soul history and purpose and all that kind of good stuff. So here we go. I'm going to start the song. And if you have a scarf, that is good, because the scarf can help you create those shapes and make those movements. And you can do all kinds of spiraling figure eights with your hips. You can do figure eights with your arms. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. So this is a soul song that I bought. Where is it? I just lost it. There it is. Okay. Dude, some people are already doing it. That's great. Thank you. Okay, you want to bring your movement into a sense of completion. And then you can sit again, or if you're laying on the floor, you can do that. We're going to start the meditation going into the eye of the heart. So with your feet on the ground on this beautiful earth, you can thank the earth for supporting you and knowing that this earth can nurture you, and you can release anything that just got stirred up down into the earth. So you can just feel this sense of everything that wasn't serving you that just got stirred up, releasing down the bottom of your feet and into the earth. Even if you're standing on a floor, there is earth beneath that floor. And now there is 2 feet below your feet is the earth star chakra. And you can release what's no longer serving you into this earth star chakra. So there's just a sense of kind of washing out, moving out, all of this stuff that you can release that's no longer serving you. And then if you feel a connection to Archangel Gabriel, you can ask her help. If you don't feel a connection to her, then you're just trying to connect with any of the Andromeda stars, galaxy, sign of Aries, sun and moon coming together in the heart, Pluto and his transformational gifts. Sometimes if we do a sense of releasing all that stuff that got brought up with Pluto when we were moving, So all of that, just a sense of release, release, release. And we've got a few hours until this eclipse is exact. So any movement and any meditation or writing that you do, just releasing into the earth, just let it go. Let it just drip off of you into the earth. The earth can take it. The earth can transform it. So now we're going to take fresh nutrients from the earth up, pull the fresh, beautiful, nurturing earth energy up to help us ground during this time. And we're bringing this energy, this earth energy, up our legs, all the way to our hearts, and all the way up the top of our heads. And now above our heads, we're bringing in this beautiful star energy, these beautiful energies of the sun and the moon. We're bringing that energy down in. And we can bring that through us, through our crown chakra, through our third eye chakra, bringing it through our throat chakra, into our heart chakra, bringing some of this, leaving some of this energy, this beautiful energy in our heart chakra as we release and move some of it down through our solar plexus, through our sacral chakra, through our root chakra, and down our legs. So whatever we couldn't use of that pass of beautiful starlight and planetary energy, we're bringing that all the way down into the earth, what cannot be used now. So we're going to take one more pass up from the earth, the nutrients of the earth, and bring that energy into the heart to meet the energy from the stars and planets that we brought into our hearts. And within our hearts, we can have a sense that there is, in the front of our hearts, a mix of earth energy and starlight energy. There's like a circle of earth and a circle of starlight spirit coming together in the center in front of your heart. So we're going to take a breath and feel that, a sense. You might hear it, you might see something, you might see a color, you might feel something. So we're taking a breath to center into our hearts. And now we take a second intentional breath and we feel the vortex at the back of our heart chakra, and we allow it to bring us into meet the point of the eye of the heart within us, into this intersection of the earth and the star energy. And it's like two little points meeting and showing us a very, very small eye of the needle. And when we pass through the eye of the needle, we're passing into the very center of our hearts, where our guidance, our soul guidance lives. So we're going to take the third breath to move us into this point of soul guidance, move through this eye of the needle. And now our soulful self is here with us, and our guidance is here with us, our inner soul guidance. And we can ask the question, what is being conceived within me? What is being birthed now within me? And if you're not getting an answer, you keep repeating the question. But you might receive a color, you might receive a word, a sentence, images. And so we're just going to be quiet for a couple of minutes as we ask, what is being conceived within me? Okay, slowly come back and to be aware of the room that you're in. Be aware of your feet on the ground. You can move your fingertips together and pick up your pen and start to write anything that you received in your journal. And now you can ask the question after you realizing what is being conceived within you. You can ask your soul guidance the question in your journal: what baby step can I take to head towards this, what is being conceived within me? How do I water this? How do I nurture this? What baby step? Like, for instance, if I get, oh, I'm going to write a book, my baby step would not be writing a chapter of the book. My baby step would be write 15 minutes a day in your journal. So what baby step is coming up for you? Okay, if you need to continue writing, go ahead and continue writing. If you are ready to come to the conclusion of this ceremony, we can think about our baby step and take the water that we sanctified, and we set this baby step now as our intention moving forward. so that we are bringing, we are nurturing what's being conceived within us, and then taking the action of the baby step, and think about that as an intention as we drink this water, bringing this intention all the way through us as we drink. So now we can think about, okay, who can help us? Who can help us with what we're doing? If we're writing a book, Archangel Gabriel would be good. If we need to step into our courage, Archangel Michael would be good. You might have your own guides. A lot of times I call on Mother Mary. Guan Yin, I've had people call in. I've had people call in Lakshmi or Kali. So whoever's going to help you, take your piece of dark chocolate or other sweet, and just, it's like a sense of communion with that guide, with that higher being that you are asking for their help on this journey. Okay, now at this point, if anybody would like to share something that came up for them, you can. Know that the sharing is still going public on YouTube, and in 5 minutes, we're going to be done. And well, I'm going to stay with the recording, but I'm going to stay on and listen to anybody that wants to share what came up for them if it was very personal. Now, you might not want to share it all, because sometimes the stuff that comes up is so personal that you can't really even explain it. And you just kind of want to hold that for yourself for a while. But for me, I feel a much stronger connection with my Andromeda placements, and I can see that this for me is a place of home. It's a place of rest. It's a place of reset, healing. So it's like, oh, okay, I get how this functions for me. And this is my reset point. So I didn't realize that, 2 days ago. So anything that anybody else wants to share about what came in, maybe you just want to share your baby step. Maybe sharing your baby step with all of us will help you be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do, everybody, so that we all know to cheer for you. Okay, so Bonnie is saying thank you for mentioning book, because she is an amazing writer. She just finished yesterday holding a group of people for 6 months writing their books. And it's just like, it's amazing, Bonnie. So we hope she does it again when some of us may be able to jump in. And Deborah is had to leave, but she is really appreciated what we did, and she's wishing us all a powerful clearing and energy for the journey forward. So that's good. Thank you, Deborah, for joining us. And if anybody wants to share, go ahead and unmute. Okay, so everybody's having really private experiences today, and now, so that's good. That's fine. I'll go with that. Okay, so yeah, hold those dear and reflect over the next couple of days on that as we go through this eclipse. And we're kind of in an eclipse portal, and we're going to be in this eclipse portal until May 5th. So now I'm going to show you something else that I've got offering you guys help through this time, which is the full moon eclipse ceremony that I'm going to be offering on Friday, May 5th at noon Pacific time. So this is big. From now until May 5th, we're in this kind of intense energy. And then when this moon, by then the sun will be in Taurus and the moon will be in Scorpio, and they'll be creating the the Scorpio Taurus axis, and we can work on that polarity. And whenever we resolve polarities, it's really powerful, and then we can release. So this is, I felt like I released a lot today. So whatever you could release today, great. And by May 5th, there could be an even bigger release. So, and so that is the 5th. And so what do I do? I hold the light as you open the portal of your soul and access your deep wisdom. That's what we just did. Okay, so that's basically what I do. That's okay. Oh, Renee, what do you do? Oh, I don't know. I'm a healer. Oh, I give classes on the new moon. No, this is what I do. So, and this is my website. It's just my name right here, reneevarnador.com. If you want to find out more about what I do. I have the Essence of You astrology reading package going on right now. But here is our ending song. If there anybody that wants to say anything before we sing our ending song, let me know. Unmute, talk, wave your hand, something. So this is a song that I like to think about every single person in this circle, and just kind of know that all of us are here in a circle together. And so we're holding hands in this circle, even though we're in different countries. We got 3 different countries here, 4 actually. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security, in the circle of love, in the circle of peace. Okay, thank you everybody for